All right, so I will be recording this session, this webinar, so that we can send it out to both you and those who were wanting to attend but couldn't attend, so that you can have all the information that you need so that you can jump in to the Pronunciation Pro community and really get started today. Okay, so we've just been kind of saying hi to everyone that's on the call today. We have people from all over the world, and it's so exciting to be able to connect in this way. The internet and technology is amazing that we can be all over the world and communicate and have this community and this common bond together here, where you can share your expertise, I can share my expertise, and we can just help and lift each other. That's what community is all about. Rosalba, your first time here, great. I'm so glad to have you. So we do have a mix of our longtime members of Pronunciation Pro. We have new members. We have people who are not currently a member, but we hope that you will come and join us. So we have quite a mix here today. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to kind of share with you what we're going to be talking about today. We are going to be going through the new Pronunciation Pro community. So the Pronunciation Pro course has been up and running since 2012. It originally started with a 12-module course, and if you notice, some of our students that have been with us for a long time, we've recently changed week to module. Okay, so we're trying to make that switch from a 12-week course to a 12-module course, because what we've seen is people get in there and they maybe aren't able to keep up week to week. Each lesson is delivered and released week by week, and we find that some students have a hard time keeping up with that schedule. They need to take a little bit more time with each module, with each lesson and each module. So I said, okay, we need to change the terminology from week to module so that it's more progress-based instead of time-based. So that you can work through the program at your pace. We don't want to rush you. We don't want to make it stressful for you. We just want to be here to help and support you at whatever pace that you're able to go at. So that's really the goal here, and so that's why there's been that little bit of a change. But basically, the foundation of the Pronunciation Pro course is this 12-module course. And you get one module per week for 12 weeks, and the time in between, there's a reason there's a break in between the modules, and that's because we need you to apply what you're learning. We need you to practice what you're learning, and we'll talk more about why you need that practice time today. But essentially, you're going to go through the step-by-step program to help you improve your pronunciation and your fluency in English. We've also found students have been telling me that it helps them, this program helps their listening. It helps them be able to understand other native speakers much better because they're learning, okay, how the sounds of English work. You know, what's the difference between how I'm saying it and how other people are saying it? Before they couldn't hear the difference between how a native speaker would say it and the way they were saying it. But through this course, they are able to realize those differences and be able to then pick up on that easier with other native speakers. So the listening improves through this course. We don't directly work on grammar and vocabulary through the Pronunciation Pro 12-module course, but we've also seen that your vocabulary and things increases, and we have plans for to help more with that. So if you're not a member of Pronunciation Pro, it's as easy as going on and signing up. Everything that we talk about today will be included in all memberships. So for less than $20 a month, you can access everything that we talk about today with the community. So it's an incredibly cost-effective way to be able to dive in, get the help and support you need in your English development. And I do have to say, this program is more for intermediate to advanced level English speakers. So we don't, I think it will be difficult if you're just starting to learn English or you don't have a lot of experience in English. This program is probably not a great fit for you. But for those intermediate to advanced, if you get in and maybe you're not sure what level you're in, but if you get in there and you get in there and you are not, sorry, I got distracted. I think we hit the limit of how many attendees could join. So I'm so sorry if you tried to join, if you're watching this recording and you tried to join and we hit our limit. We had a huge response for this webinar, but I didn't realize that only so many people could actually attend. So I apologize if you tried to get on this call but didn't. I think it caps at 100 students, and we had close to 700 people sign up. So I didn't realize that, and I apologize. Okay, so so anyway, we're working on, if you're not a member right now, you can join. We have a 7-day free trial, and it's only $20 a month to access everything that we're talking about today. Okay. All right, so here's what we're going to go through today. Here are the objectives of today's webinar. We're going to talk about community and the common goals within a community. We're going to talk about how Pronunciation Pro will help you reach your goals and the common goals that we see within the Pronunciation Pro course. We're going to tour the new Pronunciation Pro website and show you how to get started on the Pronunciation Pro website. Whether you're not a member yet, how to get started, but especially if you're already a member, how you can get in there into the community, get involved, and start working with us. And then at the end, we'll have a little question and answer session. It'll be awesome. Okay, community. Now, I have a definition of community that I found that I really like. And this definition says, the definition of a community is a feeling of fellowship with others as a result of sharing common attitudes, interests, and goals. Okay, a feeling of fellowship with others as a result of common attitudes, interests, and goals. All right, we're going to talk more specifically about those common goals that we have. As I go through this, I want you to think about what communities you're a part of. What communities are you a part of that you can, that you are lifted and supported and helped through that community. Okay, this is me and my family. As all of you know, all of you have families, all of you know that families can be a huge support to you. I think they, sometimes it can be complicated, but hopefully they're a support to you. Extended family. This is actually, I am the youngest of 9 kids in my family. So these are my parents, my 9 siblings, or my 8 siblings. I'm the youngest. And out of the 9 of us, 8 of us own our own business. And that comes directly from my father, who was an entrepreneur and a business owner, and has spent his later years helping others build their own businesses. So that has been an incredible support to me over the years. And you might have, similar communities like that. There's a common community among all of us people who exercise together. Exercise can be hard, it can be difficult to do, but when you have a community that helps and supports you and you look forward to going to, or it's a fun situation for you, it can be a lot easier to accomplish that goal of fitness and health. I actually play basketball a couple times a week with a group of women that are here locally. And that has been so much fun for me. I look forward to it every week, and to be able to go and just play. And while I'm playing, I'm exercising, and it's fun. Church or religion can be an incredible community. People who come together with that common goal of strengthening faith and helping and supporting each other. And then, of course, learning. Students, schools, online learning. This is another form of community that can be strengthened and helped as we go through, as you're going through and trying to master or trying to learn something new. It helps to have that community to support you. And that's what we're hoping here at Pronunciation Pro to do more of, is to create this community where you are feeling supported in your common goal. Okay, so what is our common goal? What's the common goal for Pronunciation Pro? The common goal is, and this is something that over years and years of working with hundreds and hundreds of students and getting emails and talking to people and communicating through the website, I try and gather as much information as I can for my students. And I tell you what, the one main goal that almost everyone talks about is confidence. They want to feel confident in the way that they speak English. So the definition of confidence is the belief in oneself and one's powers or abilities. So the ability that we're talking about right now is English. It's English communication. It's that English mastery. And just think about how it would feel if you could master English, if you could speak it as confidently and clearly and fluently as you do your native language. That's the goal here, is to be able to help you achieve that mastery. Now, mastery, the term mastery, is going to be different for everyone. All of our students have a different definition of what mastery means to them. And no matter what your level of mastery, if it's, okay, I just need to, I need to be able to speak perfect English, American English, and no flaws or anything. If that's your goal, then great, keep working towards it. I am still working on mastering that. I am not perfect in my English. I am not perfect in my communication. I think that is a lifelong skill that I will continue to be working on. And some students mastery for them is just, okay, if I can say what I'm thinking and I don't stumble on my words, that I'm not asked to repeat myself, that, and I'm clear enough that I'm not having those obstacles, that is mastery. Okay, that's your level, great. We will help you with that. All right, so really to master English or to master anything, I see it broken down into 4 different pieces or categories here. The first is quality instruction. Second is mentors, having mentors to help you through it. 3 is practice, and 4 is consistency. Okay, so talking through these, quality instruction is first, and I might be a little biased here, but I think that the quality of instruction that you get through the Pronunciation Pro course is the best. So we try and provide you with the most quality instruction that's broken down into an easy way for you to understand the concepts here with English pronunciation. What are the rules? How do I apply those rules? What is the step-by-step process? So we're really working hard to give you that that quality instruction the way that you can learn best. The second is mentors. Okay, I talked about, you know, my family as mentors in my business, and you probably have mentors in what you're doing, and in your business or your career or your anything you're really trying to learn. We are more effective with mentors. And I have had experiences where I've tried to do things without mentors, and I've had experiences where I've sought out mentors to try and accomplish that skill or that that task. And I tell you what, hands down, it is easier with mentors to be there and help you. The third is practice. Okay, I believe wholeheartedly that anybody can learn almost anything if they're willing to practice. And I find this concept to be very empowering because it's not up to anybody else, it's up to me. And if I have a strong enough desire and if I'm willing to put in the practice, I can achieve that goal. And I hope all of you feel that too, that you can achieve that goal no matter what. No matter what, if you're willing to put that time and attention into it. I came across this funny kind of narrative here. So Isaac Stern is a famous violinist, and he says he once was confronted by a middle-aged lady after a concert that he had given, and she gushed and said, "Oh, I'd give my life to play like you." And Stern said, "Lady, that I did." Okay. It is no mystery how experts and masters and gurus and anyone who is an expert in something, how they achieved that. I think a small piece can be talent and ability, but I think an even larger component here is their ability to practice and to practice and to practice and to do those things day by day. And it doesn't have to be huge hours and hours and hours, but just every day doing more and more every single day and putting in that practice. The final is consistency. Okay, consistency, doing things consistently. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have to be a huge thing. Just small steps consistently produces the greatest results. So my husband, he likes to get into different kinds of fitness programs, and he's always researching what kind of fitness program to do. And we've kind of come to this joke. It was just like, what's the best program? What's the best fitness program? What's the best English program? It's the one that you'll do consistently. Okay, that is the key. And here at Pronunciation Pro, we're trying to organize a structure and structure things away so that you can be consistent with this program, that you can have the support and the help and the mentoring and the feedback and the fun and the, that can be in learning and learning English, so that you can do this consistently. My husband found this quote. It says, "Hello, my name is consistency. I make it happen day in and day out. You might know my good friend Success. We're always hanging out." Okay, success is based on consistency. Okay, so let's then get into how will Pronunciation Pro community really help you with English mastery. And just wanted to let you know that as we're going through this, I am going to do a question and answer session at the end. And actually, while we go through the tool, I'll be looking at the questions and seeing if anybody has any questions as we're going through the actual tour of it. So, so be aware that questions box, I'm not just going to talk at you the whole time, but we will be able to do a little Q&A. All right, so how is the Pronunciation Pro community going to help you with this common goal of English mastery? Okay, for quality instruction, again, we have not only the 12 module course, that's the step-by-step foundations course, but we also have the alumni course that comes after it. And there are 40 lessons, weekly lessons in the alumni course. So total, you have a year's worth of content that you can just step by step, one step at a time, learn and grow with every week, or at whatever pace that you're wanting to go at. So it just step by step. We're gonna deliver it to you and give you access to it step by step. Make it easier for you. Okay. We are going to have teacher-led study groups, regular teacher-led study groups. So there are going to be several times throughout the week that you can choose to join a teacher-led study group. So this can be me, it could be our other trainers. Depending on the topic and what we're doing, you'll have highly qualified instruction. Another big piece of the Pronunciation Pro community is I want to, as we're communicating, as we're talking, as we're meeting together regularly, I want to hear from you. I want to hear what other challenges are you having with your English. Do you need more help with grammar and vocabulary? Do you need more help with writing? Do you need more help with just conversational skills? What's normal? Well, what's a normal way of saying this in English? Through our forum and through our study groups, I want to know what more I can do for you. What other courses can we create? What other modules? What other trainings can we provide? And what I love is that the community can be an organic thing. It can be alive, just like language is. Language is living. We have new words developed every day, every year. New words are added to the dictionary. And I want that community to be alive. I want us to be growing and learning and figuring out together what you need and how to fill that need. Okay, mentors. We have these study groups that we're doing. The teacher-led study groups. We also are going to have study buddies, a way for you to connect with each other and be able to link up. We have the forum discussions that we're going to do, that we have. So if you've already been on Pronunciation Pro and you've seen the different topics, you'll see that there are several topics that we can start talking about. I can add more topics to that if I find that the student you all want to talk about some specific ideas. Let's add that. Let's keep it going and keep that discussion going. What better way to practice English than to practice English? Okay, let's talk. Let's communicate. All right, practice. We're going to help you practice consistently through these study groups, through your study buddies, through this forum discussion. I was loving Paulo, one of our students, got on there and he posted a music video, and then he explained the music video and typed it out. And this is a practice that he does to improve his English. It helps him be able to get, just practice the English, practice explaining things. And I thought that was a really clever idea. So you all have amazing ideas, amazing expertise, amazing experiences that we can all learn from. We will be implementing community challenges. I will issue a challenge and I'll say, okay, this week I want you to submit a recording about a certain topic, and I'm going to be really listening for the TH sound, or I'm going to be really listening for these really good R sounds. So a little bit of a challenge for you to say, okay, I'm going to step up and I'm going to practice more this week and create this recording that I can submit for these challenges. Okay, consistency. So the importance is consistency. That any program is going to be, the program that's going to be the best is the one that you can do consistently. So we want to make this fun. We want to make the community fun and interactive and a place that you enjoy going to and enjoy learning from. One piece that we will be implementing here soon is daily tips and reminders through your social media feed. So Instagram and Facebook will probably be our main ones, but if you, so that you can really, if you're on Facebook or you're on Instagram, or you can just check daily and say, what's my tip for the day, or what's my reminder for the day? Something that can trigger your mind to, okay, 3 easy tips. We're going to slow down, we're going to move our mouth, we're going to speak up today. Or TH sound, let's remember where our tongue needs to go. These daily tips and reminders through some of these social media outlets that you might already be on during the day. We're going to be using those to post short videos or little reminders or things that can be done on a daily basis. Okay, small steps every day is what's going to lead to that result. Okay, time to get into the actual website. So some of you might have already jumped into this, and let me kind of see, we had 681 people registered for this, and I'm so sorry that we haven't been able to fit everybody in here. But we will be sending out the recording, so that'll be nice. Okay, when you first log in to Pronunciation Pro, you'll notice for those students who have been on Pronunciation Pro before, the layout is a little bit different. So let me explain a little bit about what we have here. So we have 3 sections of the website: My Courses, My Community, and My Profile. And I am going to be watching the questions. So if you, and oh, I love that you're writing in some different ideas that about ways that you need help and what you need help with your English mastery, writing, Samson is asking, do you have an online learning management system where you can log in and access learning materials? Yes, go to pronunciationpro.com, sign up for the 7-day free trial, and you will get a membership. You'll sign up for a membership, and that is just $20 a month. You'll sign up for a membership and be able to then you'll get a login credentials, username, password, and you'll get access to the website and drip access to the modules. So I'll show you what those modules in that learning system looks like. So you have my courses, and this is just a home page. It's an overview of what's happening at Pronunciation Pro. You can see, okay, your current lesson is Module 1. So this is for someone who's just getting started, Module 1. So you can go there now. Or you can get there from up here. So these are all of the courses that are available to you. Courses overview is just talking about all these areas that are up here that you have access to. It gives a little summary of what we have here at Pronunciation Pro. So Pronunciation Pro course, this is our Foundations 12 module course. So week by week we have 12 modules. Each module has a few different lessons in it. And then we have the assignment is for Plus and Premier members. So when you upgrade to a Plus or Premier membership, then you get more personalized coaching from our trainers. And you can learn more about that up here in the pricing section. But everyone has access to the quizzes. So you'll have a quiz every week to test your knowledge about the videos that you watch. So that's the core of the Pronunciation Pro course. We then have bonus lessons, and these are extra lessons that usually not everyone needs, but some people might need. So you can go there if you're like, okay, the ing ending is really difficult for me. I'm having a hard time with that. Here's a lesson on it, okay? Webinar recordings. I record all of the webinars that we do and we post them here. The webinars are going to change a little bit now that we have the study groups, but I will still be having more topic related webinars. So they'll be specific to certain topics. We might do, topics on the TOEFL exam and how to work on that, get a TOEFL teacher in here and do that. There's so much we can do with these webinars. And then the alumni course, we have, like I said, 40 lessons with the alumni course. So this is after you finish the 12 module foundations course, then you'll get a lesson every week from there to help you just review and improve your pronunciation skills. And we talk about more than what's in the foundations course. So Teus is asking, what are the quizzes like? What are they going to test the students on in pronunciation or comprehension of concepts? So let me just go into one of the, some of them have audio clips. So it's a lot of listening exercises and concept exercises. So it's like, did you understand that concept that was talked about? Mark all the statements that are true. As you practice consistently and get better, this is talking about the 3 easy tips lesson. So, so I'm just going to click one. I'm not going to read through it, but through the 3 easy tips lesson, you learn all of these concepts. So you're going to learn that. See how there's a play button here? You can push this and hear a pronunciation of a word and be able to use Rudin phonetics to identify what it is. So it's really just testing the knowledge, the skills that were taught during these lessons, these weekly lessons through the first module. Okay, you can take the quizzes as many times as you want. So those quizzes, the idea of it is you take it, test your knowledge, review your answers and say, okay, why didn't I get that right? What's the right answer? So that it's another way to learn and to improve through the course. Okay, so that's the My Courses section. I'm going to jump over to my profile. So good question, Teus. let's see. Hemerson is asking, how do I know about the program before I pay for it? Okay, so we do offer a 7-day trial. So you do have to put in payment information to be able to access the course. But it's free for 7 days, and then after 7 days, you'll get that $19.97 fee that will go through, and that will go through every month until you cancel. So one thing that I do is I don't just open it up free for everyone without some kind of commitment. And I do this purposely as a teacher because I want people to be in this course who are more committed. It takes time, it takes energy, it takes commitment to be able to really change the way you speak English. So if you're serious about learning English and English mastery, then there is a little bit of an investment, but you will be able to see that there is more offered and more value in the Pronunciation program for less than $20 a month than you'll find anywhere else. So just taking that 7-day trial and seeing if it's a right fit for you. If you don't like it, there's actually in this profile, you can cancel your membership right here. We'll get into that. And then you won't have to pay anything. All right, good. Yep, awesome. And I do find it's interesting because I tried to create more of a community on Facebook like this a while back, and it was hard to regulate. It was hard to see who was really committed and who was really invested in learning English and who was not. And so I do find that when you have a little bit of an investment, you're more serious about it, and it weeds out all those who are just, just messing around with it. But when you're in the Pronunciation Pro course, you're surrounded by people who are striving for excellence. They're striving for mastery. They're striving to get to that next level. So you're surrounding yourself with this community of just amazing people and who are really committed to that common goal. So it's very exciting. All right, so we've talked about my courses. That's the module learning. That's where you go step by step through the course. Now my profile, this is where you're going to, okay, Samson is asking, for the monthly fee of $19, is it limited in the number of modules one can access during the month? So yes, so the modules are drip fed 1 module per week. So in 1 module, you'll get like 4 different videos. I think in that first module, 1, 2, 3, 4 different videos and the quiz in that first week. And we space them out a week at a time because we need you to practice and implement them. You're not going to learn anything if you just go straight through the videos and don't take time to implement. So that's a key piece of the Pronunciation Pro course. The whole community, everything that we talk about with the community will be open to you from the beginning. So that's all available to you. The bonus lessons are all available to you from the beginning, as well as the webinar recordings. You don't get access to the alumni course until you finish all 12 modules. Okay, so then that starts being delivered after that. Okay. Rosalba is asking, am I able to practice my pronunciation with a Native American speaker in this program? Like live one-on-one with a teacher of how I can improve. Yes, that's what's so fun about what we're doing here. And let's get into that in just a minute as let me finish explaining my profile. And actually, when you first log into the website, there's this view the website tour. I think it will automatically start the first time you log into the site. So you'll go through a little tour of the website and it'll explain the different pieces. So be sure to do that too, because we all know that we learn best with multiple exposure. Okay, profile. Your profile is going to be seen, pieces of your profile, I should say, are going to be seen by the rest of the Pronunciation Pro community. So this display name, whatever you put here, will be seen by everyone. Everyone will see your first name, but not your last name. okay? That's just for our trainers and for us to help you with your account. Everyone will see your native language, native country. You can kind of edit where your current country is. They will not see, everyone will not see your email address, okay? And about me, you can set the privacy settings. So you can edit all these, and then you can make it publicly visible, or you can make it visible to friends and, you know, Pronunciation Pro team, or just the Pronunciation Pro team. So you have access to what you make public and what information you make public. Now we're still kind of working on getting all the bugs out, but the badges and everything will be shown that you have earned through the course will be shown here on your profile. So when you look at other people's profiles, you'll see where they are in the course. So what I'm talking about badges is this. They'll show what membership you're in, and then every time you pass a quiz, these little badges will be filled in with color. And I should have done a quiz so that you can shows it. But as you look at other people's profiles, you can kind of see where they are in the program based on what their badges are. So that'll be a helpful way for you to be able to see other people and identify, are they at the same level as I am in the program, and would they be a good study partner? And I haven't gotten into study partners yet, so we'll do that. We also have update credit card and cancel your membership there. So I'm going through this quickly. Again, there's a website tour that you can take, but what I really want to do is get into my community, because a lot of the questions that are coming in about my community are about what we're doing in my community. Okay, so the areas that we have are forums, study groups, friends, messages, and notifications. Okay, here's the Pronunciation Pro forum. We have certain topics that we will be, that are here that we'll be talking about. We can add to these, we can change them. It's just a matter of what you do and how you communicate and what you want to talk about. So this is that fun, you know, just piece of the program that's alive, and it becomes what we make of it. Now below it, you'll see recent activity. So this is all the activity that's happened so far. We just launched this yesterday. So down here, you'll see the topic title, the subject of it. You can see where it is located. So this is the topic, new, introduce yourself. So that's under this. If I clicked on this, we would go into that specific topic. So this person has, Jan has introduced himself, Peter has introduced himself, Eugene has introduced himself. Here's Paulo. This is the Bon Jovi video that he posted and kind of showed how he practices his English, and he kind of uses music videos to help him. So that was a cool idea. I've posted topics and posted things or questions in almost all of these topics to kind of just get the conversation started, but really it's up to you. I want you to jump in there and start communicating, and the sooner you do and the more you do, the more you'll get out of it, and that's what's fun. All right, study groups. This is a big piece, and so Rosalba, this is kind of that piece that you were talking about. Will you have an opportunity to meet with native speakers and practice with native speakers? Yes. So study groups, what study groups are, this is a way for you to, every week I will have study groups available. There will be teacher-led study groups that are available for each of these areas. Now at first, we are only going to have, like next week I have Module 1 and Module 2 already scheduled, and I have an alumni study group scheduled. I will schedule study groups based on who is indicating they want to be in that study group. Okay, so if we have enough members in it, then we'll do a study group for you. So I will post the time of when that study group is. Your job then is to join the study group. So if you if you saw that, let me go back to the study groups. You will be able to join and leave groups here. You will only have access to a study group once you have access to that module. So if you just signed up for Pronunciation Pro today and you only have access to Module 1, you will be able to join this study group. Because what we want you to do is, before you join a study group and attend the study group, I need you to watch the videos for that study group. This is your piece of preparation, so that when you come, you're ready to practice. You're not ready. I don't want to be teaching. I don't want to be talking. That's done in the videos. I want you to be practicing. I want to be giving you feedback on what you're applying. Okay, so we'll have those teacher-led study groups. And it won't be one-on-one. If you're interested in one-on-one group, one-on-one lessons, that's the Plus and the Premier level. Okay, so if you want that one-on-one direct study time for the whole 12 module course, that's Plus and Premier. But if you want, these are going to be small group study sessions where you'll have an opportunity to practice and get feedback from our trainers and teachers here, and we'll be able to do that. Okay, so what if you can't join that at that time? Well, all the members of this study group are going to be listed here. We don't have this feature up yet, but basically you can click a button and say, I want a study buddy. Okay, I volunteer and say, I want a study buddy. I'm interested in having a study partner to practice with. Okay, and this is a big piece of this community. Not everyone is going to be able to come to those study groups and get that feedback all the time. But the more you can practice together and link up with each other together, the better. You'll get more practice that way. And there are people that are going to be able to indicate, hey, I need a study buddy, I need a practice partner to practice with, and you'll be able to connect with them. Okay, so Lynn, if I was interested, and let me actually just go, so that's me. These are my test account and my account. So if I'm like, okay, I want to have her as a study partner, I need to connect with her as a friend. There'll be, and let me go here. Oops, excuse me. So back to our study groups. There's members of this study group. And you're like, I need to practice Module 1, and I want to practice with Ahmad. I need to add him as a friend. I need to add him as a friend, and once he has accepted my friend invite, then I can send him a private message and say, hey, I noticed that you need a study buddy, and when would be a good time to practice? Okay, that's where these messages, we can send private messages to each other. Okay, let me get into the questions, because I know that sometimes it's hard to fully understand exactly what we're doing here through this explanation. So let me just get into some of these questions. Janina is asking, can I take more than a week for one module? Absolutely. Go ahead and take the time that you need for one module. The study groups, once you have access to the study groups, you can join any of them at any time. So say I have access to Module 5, but I'm still at Module 1. You can still join those study groups and work there. So go at your pace. I just don't want you to join a week's Module 6 study group if you have not watched the videos for week 6 and don't have access to those. So we have to wait for that. All right, Jihan says it would be great if we have similar program for grammar and vocabulary, so language learning can be complete. Either advise with similar programs or my own program. Okay, this is what's exciting, is the more that I get information about what you need, and we will probably add a study group that's just about English language learning. And what I'll do is I'll have an English teacher come and run that study group. And as we do that, and as we get a better idea of what you're needing to learn, what level you're needing to learn at, and where the holes are with that grammar and vocabulary, then we can start creating more courses or finding other online courses and other programs that we can recommend. So great question. That's exactly what I'm hoping for with the community, is that we can figure out where are the holes, where do you need the most help, and be able to fill those. Okay, Miriam says, if I miss a week for some reason, would I still be able to catch up? Absolutely. Absolutely. Like I said, you'll get access to them week by week, but go at your own pace. As long as you have an active membership to the Pronunciation Pro website, then you can access everything from, if you have been in the program for 3 weeks, and have access to module 3 already, but want to go back and practice modules 1 and 2, absolutely can do that. Okay. So how does the payment work if you convert from basic to plus and then to Premier? So what we do is the basic membership, if you have a basic membership and you want to upgrade to the plus, it'll cancel out the basic membership and the plus takes its place. A plus membership is a whole year's membership. So you kind of pay all up front, pay it once to be able to access the program and everything for a whole year. Same thing with the Premier. If you upgrade to a Premier, then you get access that way. I wouldn't recommend doing the plus and the Premier. I'd say do either or. Either or. If you do the plus and then want some live training, then I'd recommend doing the plus package and then upgrading to do some of that live, do the 6 live trainings or whatever it is. So there are different ways of getting those upgraded services. Okay, hopefully that made sense there. Let's see. Do you have any tools to motivate us to do systematic work? Absolutely. So the step-by-step program and the courses, as you're going through the courses, you have a way of checking off, if you did this lesson and you completed it, let's check that off. So you complete that. Let me look here. So as you go through the course and you've finished different levels, there is a way to check it off and check off each lesson so that you can see your course progress. So there's that. There's the quizzes that you can then see your badges, see how your badges are progressing there. Sorry, I'm clicking through that a little too quickly, I realize. So this is kind of pretty standard in online learning, as ways to kind of keep track of your progress. So good question. Okay, Alfredo is asking, how can I get better at my speaking? I don't have any contact with native speakers. So that's what those those teacher-led study groups are going to be great. And all those study groups that we have available, the more interest that we have in them, the more study groups we'll create. Okay, so if we see that, that there's interest in these, and you can show interest by joining a group, as we see groups grow and we have those teacher-led study groups and the numbers are getting bigger, we'll add more and more and more. We want you to have more opportunities to practice with other native speakers, and get that feedback. Now, remember, this is, intermediate to advanced level English speakers in this program. So as you practice with other students in the Pronunciation Pro course, that will be very helpful for you as well to get that help. Now, we always have the option of those working one-on-one with our trainers with those upgraded memberships, but I think that the study groups, start with the study groups, go to those, get some practice and some feedback there, and then if you're looking for more, then we can provide that as well. Do you have any extra fees to join the study group? No. This is part, as you know, for less than $20 a month, that $19.97, you get access to the study groups as those modules are made available to you. So the one-on-one study groups, those are with the Plus and Premier packages, so you can go up to the pricing page, Farah, and take a look at those, kind of the pricing for that. Yeah, so you don't have to, Rosalba, you don't have to pay anything extra than your basic membership to have access to the study groups, correct. Say, what is the total value of the course and for how long do I have access to it? Okay, so you have access to the program as long as you have an active membership. So you can pay monthly, that $20 a month membership, and as long as you keep that active, you have access to all of this. You can pay a yearly membership, which is at $199 for a whole year. So you save a bit by paying it a whole year up front instead of just month to month. So you can do that. Any of our upgraded packages are a year's membership as well, so you have access with that payment. Okay. Let's see, Lisa. Yeah, the study groups are for all members. So Lisa Fee, I know you are one of my Premier members. So if you want to join a study group, you can do it too. Any membership level, Basic, Plus, Premier, any membership level that you're in, you can access the study groups. Should everyone go through all 12 modules? Is there any way, customized module, that we focus on one over the other? Okay, the best way that I have for this is if you're thinking, okay, I need a little bit more customized approach to this. My recommendation is to purchase a full accent assessment. Again, that's on the pricing page. A full accent assessment can give you access to, our trainers basically will listen to your speech, you'll record yourself going through this assessment. And then we listen, we analyze it, and we write up a report saying, here are the areas that you need to focus on most. And we say, okay, you need to focus on ours. This is in module 4. Okay, so you can then go through the modules at your own pace. I would recommend, if you're wanting to kind of skip through, purchase the yearly membership, the basic yearly membership, and we can open up the whole course to you so that you can kind of go at your own pace. So that is an option if you're needing a little bit more customized. So yeah, Valeria is asking, or Val is asking about, yeah, any personal evaluation. The personal evaluation is $127 for a full accent assessment. And that is a very personalized, very helpful one-on-one. You record your voice for and reading through words, putting those words into sentences, a paragraph. You do all this stuff to be able to, and we listen to it, we analyze it, and we send a report. All right. Let's see. Can I access the site or my registration even after I complete the course? Yes, as long as you have an active membership. So you can either keep that $20 a month active, or if you purchase a yearly membership, you'll have access to that whole year. Okay. Yeah, it says if you're on, say, module 5, so this is Carlos, you're on module 5, Can you join study groups before that module to practice? Absolutely. Okay, so if you're on module 5 and you're like, I still need to practice the TH sounds in module 2. I'm still having trouble with that. I need to practice that more. Go join the study group for module 2. Absolutely. So Savan is asking about the Plus package. So all of the, go ahead and go into our pricing page and take a look under, so let me just kind of go here real quick. Under the Plus package, you can learn more about it here. Same with the Premier, you can learn more, and the Basic, you can learn more. Okay, go ahead and take a look there, and you'll be able to learn more about all those different packages. Okay. Javier from Peru, I'd like to know if the course offers orientation for applying master's programs as an international student. Antonio or Javier, we'll have to talk about exactly what that means later. Orientation. Okay, so if you're going into a master's program as an international student, does it kind of orient you? So what this program offers you is the ability to interact and to work with native English speakers and have help as you're going through the program, so that you can be better prepared for that master's program. Because once you enter that master's program, there is going to be a huge amount required of you, and especially if it's in English and it's in the US, you're going to want to make sure that your English skills are strong. So I would say going through this course will help you prepare absolutely for that. Okay, so if you haven't quite joined the Pronunciation Pro course, go to pronunciationpro.com, enroll in our basic membership. You get 7 days free, and we send you emails. I'll send you emails kind of showing you exactly how to go through the course and what to do. And if you have questions or you're lost, email us, or ask questions through the website. Okay. Okay, to join the study groups, so let's get back into here, and I want to be mindful of your time and not take too much time here. But going back into the study groups, say for instance, I'm needing to work on module 1. So I'll go in here, I'll look at the teacher-led study group time. If that time works for me, I'm going to register for it. Just as you did in registering for this webinar, you will be able to register for these study groups. So at the time of the study groups, you'll get an email with a link that says, click here and join the study group. So that'll be the exact way of doing it. If you're wanting to connect with other members, you go to members and you start looking at their different profiles. Add them as a friend, and you can send messages. So we haven't really even talked about finding friends and messages, but friends, you can go here where it says find new friends. All the students on Pronunciation Pro will be here. Okay, they will be here, and you can add them as a friend. You can look at their profiles, see where they are in the program, see where they're from, see where they're currently living. See if it's kind of a good fit for you, and then you can add them as a friend. Once they're a friend, you can write messages to those friends. I don't have any people in mind, but I can compose. I can write an email. Are kind of like an internal email box here, so that you can communicate with those people who you are connected to as a friend. Okay. Notifications, this is going to be anything that's happening specific to you on the website. So if someone requests you as a friend, you can see that here. If you have received a message, you can see that here. If someone has replied to a topic that you wrote about on the forum, you can see that here. Okay, so that's how that functions. Okay, so I'm just kind of looking here. Okay, so here is kind of the ideal method. That if you're just like, okay, this is a little overwhelming, there's a lot that can happen here, here's kind of the step-by-step that I want you to do. When you join Pronunciation Pro, you'll be given access to the courses. Okay, you'll get emails that say, go here. Okay, so when you log in, go to the module that you're on, go there, watch the videos for that module. Okay, after you finish watching those videos, I want you to go into my community, go into study groups, go into that module that you are working in. If you haven't joined the group, join it. There will be a button that says join group. Register for the upcoming study group. Okay? If you feel comfortable connecting with members before then, go ahead. You know, see who's studying that same week lessons and see if you can connect with them. We do, again, I haven't shown, the feature's not up yet, but you can click a button and indicate that you are interested in a study partner. And you'll be able to see those who are interested in a study partner. So it's basically just people volunteering and saying, hey, I'm interested in studying with someone. Who else is interested? Okay. Then, as you attend the teacher-led study group and practice through those groups, then you'll be able to get a better feel for, okay, this is the process of studying through this. You can get more involved in the community as you'd like through the forums and things like that. So let me actually just jump back in here, and let me give you some kind of direct, and we can stay after and answer questions as needed. But here's the kind of the ideal method. Watch a module. Okay, watch what module you're in. So if you're in week 1, watch that module. Join a teacher-led study group for that module. Find a study buddy and set up a practice time for that to study that module's material. Practice regularly. Have regular practice. We'll have those, you know, have a way for you to connect on social media so that you can get those notices and those reminders through your social media feed. And then stay involved, you know, get into the discussions, get into those challenges, those weekly challenges that we were making. So step by step, let's just slowly get involved and get into this community. And if you're like me, what I like to do is kind of get in, kind of see what's happening before I actually, you know, jump in and say something. So the only thing that I request is in the forum, going into the forum topic that says new, introduce yourself. I would love for you to at least go in and introduce yourself there so that we can start to get to know you more. Okay, read other people, kind of get a feel for what's happening on the website. If you are more of an outgoing personality and want to just jump in and start some conversations and start talking, I welcome it. You know, that's how we're going to kind of get the ball rolling here. So I'm excited about that. Okay, so your homework today. If you're not a member of Pronunciation Pro, go sign up for the 7-day trial and give it a try. If you are a member, go ahead and log in. Edit your profile, so you can put in your picture, you can put in you can put a picture, you can kind of fill out the information that you want available there on your profile so that when people click on your profile, they'll know a little bit about you. Okay, go into the forum and introduce yourself. So there's that topic that says new, introduce yourself. Go in there and introduce yourself. And then join a study group. So I have study groups of times available for next week for modules 1, 2, and alumni. And that's just based on how many people have already joined the study group. So if you're interested in a study group, join that study group, and I'll keep my eyes out and start scheduling times for those study groups. Okay. All right, and just to kind of sum it up, you know, this is about community. This is about us working together. And I love this quote from Mother Teresa that says, "You can do what I cannot do. I can do what you cannot do. Together we can do great things." And I know this is impossible through the Pronunciation Pro community, is that we can create a community here that can lift and support each other. And I've already felt it. You've already felt it. You who have been a member of Pronunciation Pro have gotten a taste of it, but we want there to be more community involvement, because we know that as we are communicating and we're helping each other, you will all grow and grow in that goal of English mastery. So let's get involved and do that. Those study groups are an amazing feature of the site for you to get in and get regular feedback and practice with native English speakers, with our trainers, with our teachers, with people who can really help you. All right, and it's a great way to also get to know other members of Pronunciation Pro through those study groups. Okay, so jump in, get involved, and you will love it. I know you will, and you will step by step grow in your development with your English mastery. Okay. All right, I'm going to stick around for a little while, and answer questions. But I understand if you need to go. We're already over time. But thank you so much for coming. I love having you all here. The study groups are more interactive. This time I kept you all muted, but those study groups are designed to have you have a microphone, and you talk and you communicate and you get feedback. I want to do as little talking as possible in those study groups so that you can get the practice that you need. Okay, I'm there to give feedback and to give help. You're there to practice. Okay, all right. So let's just go ahead and get into more of these questions. Let's see. Okay, Florina is saying, I love these questions, or these suggestions of what would be helpful for you. So talking about reading help, having material to read every day to improve your pronunciation. Yes, resources. Under the resources section, we'll make sure that we get some transcripts. I like to use TED Talks, and we'll make sure that we can get the transcripts for the TED Talks so that you can read through those and have that, good exercises to do that way. In all of the modules, there are worksheets and there's materials that you can practice through that, but then just overall reading material, we can provide that too. So Alex is saying, can I join the group before I pay for the course? Yes, you can. During that free 7-day trial, you can join one of the study groups for Module 1. So you'll have access to the Module 1 study group. So you'll be able to see what those study groups are like. How many trainers do you have? So I have myself, and I have 2 other trainers. We also have another team, other native speakers that can help in different ways. But we can fill time slots as needed. As the interest is there and as the numbers are there, we can provide those study groups. Okay, Edelson. Okay, Edelson, it sounds like you went through the course a while back, but now you're kind of thinking, okay, I need to go through, I know more of my flaws, and where I need to practice more. Do we recommend that I start over for the full course or just work on my flaws? So if you've been a member before and you join again, you'll have access to everything you had before. So if you're more familiar with what your flaws are, you can just focus on those areas. I would recommend joining a study group in one of those areas that you feel like, okay, I really need to work, and your trainer and your teacher if you just say, hey, I've been through the course before, I want to make sure that I'm focusing on the right things. What is it that's the most important for me to focus on? They'll tell you, we'll tell you, so that you can have that understanding. Okay. Okay. Antonio's asking about kind of essays and application procedures, so good to know kind of what more you need for English development. Okay, Osvaldo is saying, I had access to the alumni course and then I canceled it because of time. Is it possible to return the alumni course? Absolutely. If you use your same email address that you used before and you join again, then you have access to everything that you had before. So it'll start where you left off. So you'll get access to where you are in the alumni course. Okay. Okay, Rosalba is asking specifics to just like, okay, there's, I'm wondering about two different words. How do I know, between these two vowels? How can I make sure that I can hear the difference between those two vowels? Okay, this is exactly what those study groups are all about. We talk about vowels in weeks 5, 6, and 7 of the course. And so if you join any of those modules, those study groups for those modules, we'll be talking just about vowels, mostly just about vowels. And so those are great questions to go through during that time. And if you're not sure which questions are okay for which modules or what you need to do, just ask. We'll tell you. That's fine. Okay, so Jan is saying, I just finished the 12-week program. Which program will you recommend for me to advance my skills? Is 6 Live Lessons the best for me? That is an excellent way to get more advanced training if you want that one-on-one help. So if you've gone through the program and you're like, okay, I need to take it to the next level, definitely go for those live lessons so that you can just really take it to that next level. That would be a great idea. All right, great, Rosalba. Looking forward to having you in the course. Okay, Samson, we're excited to grow with you too in the Pronunciation Pro course. Okay, if there is on your profile, so Chatu is asking, I can't edit my native language in my profile. So if you find that something's incorrect on your profile and you can't edit, let us know so that we can help you change that. It's just based on what you wrote when you registered for the class, registered for Pronunciation Pro. Mohammed is asking, can I choose the day and the time? For the study groups, I want your feedback on days and times, but we're going to have to schedule those teacher-led study groups during our working hours. Myself and all of our trainers, we have families and we have responsibilities outside of working hours. So those teacher-led study groups will be during our working hours. So if you can't make those, that's a good opportunity to connect with other students to practice. But then also we'll have study groups throughout the day. So hopefully something and throughout the week. So hopefully something will work for you. Edelson, thank you so much for coming. Let's see. Yes, this recording is, this webinar was recorded so that Eduardo, you'll have a chance to review it. So there was a lot thrown at you today, and I apologize if it was too much, but my advice is let's just get in, let's get started, let's start communicating more. If you have questions, communicate those. We'll get those answered. And that's what community is all about, is communication and making sure that we're helping you accomplish the goal that you need. If you're feeling overwhelmed or not sure what to do first or next, reach out to us. I can always be contacted through my email, Annie@pronunciationpro.com. You can, any of the emails that I send you through the course, you can just reply to any of those and we'll get that. So we're here to help. We want you to be successful. We want you to reach your goals. So any way we can do that, just let us know. All right. Okay, Malik is asking, do you have a course to improve your vocabulary? So that's what we're going to be working on, is kind of getting a better idea of what other areas do you need help with. I know vocabulary and grammar is a big area that most of our students need help with. So we are going to start implementing some study groups that are and webinars and study groups and things like that that can be specific for just English language learning. So not necessarily pronunciation and fluency, but English language learning. So we're not going to do kind of beginner level English vocabulary. We're going to be working more at advanced, intermediate to advanced. So that's what this course, where we're really focusing in on this course. So we don't have like a set course right now, but as we get more interaction and get more comfortable, more familiar with what our students need, we'll start adding those type of courses. That's what I'm excited about, is to bring in other English teachers and bring in people who might have a little bit more experience than myself in just the English language learning process. I'm the expert in the pronunciation and fluency side of things, and so I'll work together with English teachers to see how we can get those courses up and going. Okay, so Rosalba, if you sign up today, it'll be from today, so today is Wednesday, through next Wednesday is when the first payment will go through. Okay, well, let's see. All right, I'm gonna let you go ahead, and I'm gonna sign off here today and let you go. But thank you so much again for coming. If you have questions, let us know. We're here to help. And I'm excited to work with you more and get more involved here in the Pronunciation Pro community. All right, thanks guys. Bye.